Well, I'm sure you've heard the news by now. Funimation has officially acquired Crunchyroll. Well, shit, man. Let the games begin. Let's talk about it. If you're like me, then when you first heard of this potential deal earlier in the year, you were uneasy. The idea of a Sony-owned company having this much control over Western anime distribution was troubling. Funimation has had localization issues in the past, and Sony, the parent company, is known for its rampant censorship of anime titles on its PlayStation console. I mean, the censorship has gotten so bad that some Japanese game developers have begun opting to not release their games on PlayStation. Let that sink in for a moment. Japanese developers are choosing to not release their titles on a Japanese console because of how bad Sony's policies are when it comes to freedom of expression. Policies that seem to only apply to Japanese titles for some reason. I mean, let's be real. Sony don't like the waifus, at least not on PlayStation. Now, what's the difference between an anime game and an anime show? One can argue that the only real difference is the way that you interact with the content. The genre is the same. If you'll censor the hell out of one, why wouldn't you do the same to the other once you were able to prevent the audience from going elsewhere to watch some of their favorite titles legally? Now, obviously, when it comes to Funimation, Sony's partners, the Japanese companies publishing anime and manga, have a lot more say-so and pull than a game developer. A game developer wants to release their product on your console, whereas a company like Funimation wants to bring popular anime titles onto their streaming service to maintain an edge in an increasingly competitive anime streaming landscape. However, with what happened with Ishizuka reviewers last year, Funimation has already shown that they can and will take series down if the pressure gets to be enough. Look, these days anime can be found on multiple streaming services, from Hulu to Netflix to Amazon Prime Video to HBO Max. Anime is a phenomenon that everybody wants a piece of. While technically not a monopoly because of this fact, Funimation, and by extension Sony, now own enough of the Western market to potentially attempt to throw their weight around. What that would look like exactly, we don't know. But one need only look at Sony's gaming division to see what it could be. Past actions are many times a good indicator of future actions. And look, I'm not going to pretend like I hate Funimation and Crunchyroll. I don't. However, I do hate censorship when it comes to anime and manga. I do hate Western distributors adding, subtracting, and fucking with the product when they think they can get away with it. I love anime, and I want to enjoy it as it was intended. Period. On their brief website write-up discussing the merger, Funimation made the following statement. Our first priority is you, the millions of fans who form the global community that is anime. And now we have the opportunity to create a unified anime subscription experience that puts fans first, offering the most comprehensive lineup ever. There's a lot to do, so the work begins today to make it happen. Well, I guess we'll see. I'll catch you on the next one.